It is very dark and gloomy today, so I apologize if the lighting is quite dull. I have been seeing this trend all over social media of reading habits I find chic, and I wanted to do my own version of this that is not reading habits I find chic, but journaling habits I find chic. I feel like I am much more of an avid journaler than I am a reader. While I love reading, it will take me a whole month to read one book because I'm just so slow and I fall off the bandwagon quite easily with reading. But journaling habits I find chic. Rebuying the same type of journal / having a signature journal brand that you always use, that is your go-to. The people that always use Moleskine journals, that have always used Moleskine journals, that sort of really back them and love them and recommend them, I think that is chic. Saying chic, it just feels like the wrong word. I feel like it feels too, I don't know, upper class maybe, like chic. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool when you use the same type of journal religiously. A refillable pen or a signature pen that you continue to buy. For me, I have a refillable pen. I have no idea what the brand is. I think it's a Pilot pen from Japan or something, but it was a gift, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, and ever since then I just buy the little refills so that I don't have to continue to buy pens. Yes, it's a Pilot pen, but the refills come in different colors as well, and I have always used black. So yeah, having a signature pen or a refillable pen is cool. It's pretty cool. Coming up with your own journal prompts. This is something so personal, but I am someone that loves to brain dump in my journal, and I also love to use other people's journal prompts. But when you can sort of come up with your own that reflect what you're needing at the time or the stage you're at in your journaling, I think that's really cool. I think that's really chic, coming up with your own journal prompts, and kind of coming off that, not sharing your journal on the internet, or not sharing your maybe private journal on the internet, because I know so many people have things like junk journals that they share, and I think they're really fun to see and look at. But I mean, the journals you have that have your deepest, darkest thoughts in them. I think it's really cool and admirable when people don't feel the need to share that, especially when their content maybe revolves around journaling and diaries and all of that good stuff. Keeping things to yourself, I think, is so important, and so yeah, it is incredibly chic to keep things private. Having a minimum amount of journals rather than 10 different things, 10 different journals for different things. I think it is really cool when people just have a slim notebook, like Paper Republic, for example, when they're just nice and slim and they're not super big and fat, full of like 6-7 different journals. For me, I just think that's impractical. I know that for some people it is useful and it has a purpose, and they use those 7 different journals for their intended purposes, but for me, I have 2. I would probably stretch to 3, but in saying that, that almost feels borderline like a bit too much for me. But I think it's cool when you can just dump everything in one journal or 2 journals, if maybe one's for, let's say, work, and you don't have to separate everything by lists, curriculum, book reviews, movie reviews, social media ideas, things that you want to do. I think, for me, I think it's chic having just one or 2 journals that house your whole life in them. Another thing, cursive handwriting. When you have your own handwriting. It's not sort of block letters, nice and neat, easy to read. When it's cursive and it's hard to read and it has character, it's a little rough around the edges. Maybe you've written a letter to me and I read it and I have to reread it 5 times to understand the wording of it and to understand the words that are actually being written because you've used cursive handwriting and I'm not familiar with it. Cursive handwriting, I think it's so chic. It is faster than writing the letters separately. I am a cursive handwriter and I find it so much faster. But writing cursively, I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it's so personal and unique to each individual that has, you know, a cursive handwriting style. I don't think could ever have two that are the same. Writing in your journal cursively, I love it. It's so chic. Having a personal curriculum. This is also a trend at the moment that I'm finding. I personally would love to have one, and I don't. I think it is just working on yourself and bettering yourself and wanting to be smarter. Having a personal curriculum in your journal, I think that is so incredibly cool and exciting. I want to be that cool, chic person that has a personal curriculum. The last journaling habit I find incredibly chic is using your objects, not keeping them clean and pristine, but, you know, using them, throwing them around. Maybe they're torn, they're marked, they're, I don't know, ripped up, but having journals that have wear and character and, you know, leather binders that have patinaed with wear, not having to keep everything clean and pristine, not having to organize your journals in a certain way once you've finished them. I think it's so incredibly chic to see the worn, beaten journals that have served their purpose and served you well, and I just think it's chic to journal. Journaling in itself, however you choose to, whether it's morning pages, whether it's every day, whether it's gratitude, whether it's just in seasons of your life when you're feeling sad and depressed. I think it's so incredibly chic to keep your journal in any way you like to. I think it's important to have a sense of self that you can read back on and see and relate to, and I've journaled all my life and I don't think there will ever be a time that I stop. And journaling, I think, is an incredibly chic habit, and I think everyone should give it a go. Yeah, I feel like I've seen videos like this floating around on the internet and been wanting to make one for quite some time. I'm glad we're here and talking, even if it's a short video. Those are some journaling habits that I find incredibly cool and chic and exciting. Thank you for watching another video. I hope to see you very soon.